Hello and welcome to this video number 1. And this week we'll be kicking off with the 3 secrets you need to get your business lit so that you can dominate your niche, that you can get more online sales and have the impact that you are dreaming of. My name is Daniel Stanszus, and I am happy to introduce today the 4 pillars any business needs to grow in profits. And let's start out how I got to know these 4 pillars and how I noticed that these are the 4 pillars that my business needs, that your business needs. It all started out, a couple years ago. I was working for a company as a sales manager, later than as a marketing manager. And then I just thought about, okay, how about I start something on the side, a little side hustle. And what does everybody do when you try to figure out some new way to maybe earn money? You go online and you Google how to earn money online, or how to make some extra money on the side. And I did exactly that. I went on Google, I went on YouTube, and I found this guy that kind of had his strategies and tactics, and taught others how to do exactly that. And I thought, okay, let me try this out. And he offered this free course where I could join for 4 trainings, going leading me step by step on how to start and implement these different pieces. And that's how I started. I dove into his materials, into his videos. It was over Christmas and New Year's that I spent hours and hours in the evening. Kids were in bed. I looked at the videos, setting everything up. And after at least 20-25 hours setting everything up, and then pulling the trigger, buying some ads, sending traffic over to this new thing I had created to maybe get some online sales, waiting, excited that now this is going to be the breakthrough. And what happened? I had about maybe 10, no, sorry, about 100, 120 people like sign up, register for whatever I was offering, but absolutely no sales, nothing. And I was like, this can't be it. I mean, I spent all this time, all this effort, and also a bit money. How come this is not working? This guy said it's going to be working. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna stop, or am I gonna go dig deeper and find out what the issue is? So I decided, okay, I got to figure this out. There's got to be a better way, maybe. So I started digging deeper. So I looked at some more of his videos, others people's training courses. I bought books, listened to hundreds of hours of podcasts and interviews, and I went really, really deep into these different subjects and areas of sales, marketing, and how to create great offers and how to present in the right way. So it was a very, very fun journey. And what I realized, though, was then that getting into all this material and all these different things and tactics and strategies, I found that I didn't find only a solution where I could have like a side hustle or something going on the side, but all of a sudden, with these new knowledge I've gotten, I realized I was being able to help businesses and friends on the side, noticing, okay, this guy's struggling here, this girl's struggling here. I actually know the solution now because I've been gaining so much knowledge. And also the company I was working for at that moment, at that time, I started implementing different strategies I've been learning. And I remember the first campaign we did with this new structure I learned, and it just blew up. I mean, we were having bets in our company, like, is this going to work? Is it not going to work? And I totally won the bet. So we totally blew it out of the house. We had amazing sales. We had this amazing campaign we were driving our customers to. And I got really excited. We did another time later that year, another campaign, same strategies, different product and packaging, and again, it just blew out of the park. It was amazing. And so I noticed, okay, wow, this really works. And this isn't just theory in a book, but this is actually something that, when applied correctly, it can make a major difference. And that's when I decided, okay, I actually want to go ahead and help other businesses to apply exactly these strategies. I noticed so many businesses had great products, great services, had amazing things that they were offering, but they did not know how to market it, how to present it, how to show the value that they were actually being able maybe to deliver on, but the people maybe going on the websites or whatever, they just weren't seeing it. So that's what got me on this journey of like, okay, I got this new just passion to help these type of businesses, and that's when I decided, okay, I'm gonna quit my amazing job. I'm gonna leave this amazing company, and I'm gonna go for it. I'm gonna help these other businesses, no matter if an entrepreneur or a big company, no matter what size they're in, I'll help and apply these newfound strategies. And that's what I did. And so these are the four pillars. I learned, and we'll be going through them. Um, and I just noticed that these are exactly four pieces. And often I see businesses, they focus on the one pillar or the other, but often they struggle at some point because they are neglecting or completely leaving out one of the pillars. So we'll be looking at these four pillars, and let's start with pillar number one. So we have some type of product or service. Let's just say this is this over here, and we need to market our product and service. So the first big issue, the first point is, okay, we need great marketing. Now, a lot of people will say, okay, yeah, marketing, of course, we need I don't know, put on Facebook ads or Google ads or whatever. And yes, that can be part of marketing, but it is important to have different areas where we are creating noise, getting attention, and knowing who we are marketing to, knowing who our ideal customer is, and kind of knowing what pond we are fishing in, and how to attract these newfound prospects and clients. So the first pillar, the first area that is so important is to know, okay, how do I speak to and how do I grab the attention of my ideal clients, of my prospects? Where do I find them? And when I know where they are, like kind of hanging out, often, of course, on different online platforms, where and how do I then attract their attention and then kind of pull them out of the pond and then pull them over to what my product and services are? So pillar number one is so important that we notice, okay, just because we have a product or service and we're kind of out there, it is not true to say, okay, I build it and they will just come and see it, and clients will automatically like come by. It might be true if you're having like a shop somewhere on, I don't know, Fifth Avenue or somewhere in New York, people going by. But even there, I think people are so busy in their place that even there they will just run by a new store, a new shop, no matter what you're setting up there. You need to grab the attention of people, maybe even walking by on Fifth Avenue, grabbing their attention and kind of pulling them into your store. And that's the same thing that we need to do online. Just because we're at some new, I don't know, website, store, whatever you've got, just because you build it, doesn't mean people will automatically just fall from heaven and be attracted to your new offer, whatever you got. So we need to find where they're hanging out. We need to grab their attention, and we need to pull them over into like our world, our offer. And that is the next very important pillar, and that is when you have a product or a service, to make it into an amazing offer. We have the problem that with a normal like product and service, we are being able to be we were comparable with anybody else out there, and we're competing on price, and that's a very, very bad strategy. So it's important to know how to create amazing offers and kind of think outside of the box, and not to be comparable anymore, and just to be a very unique, in a very unique standing point. So that is something that is also very, very important. How to create an offer that just speaks loudly to your ideal client, where they see the value that you are actually offering, and they can see what they'll be getting, and then they see the great win-win situation that you are offering here. So pillar number one was marketing, or great marketing strategy, knowing how to speak to your ideal clients. Pillar number two is to get away from your normal product and service way of offering things, to create an amazing, irresistible offer that will be converting in high percentage, with a high percentage rate. Pillar number three is, when we have our offer out and we have new clients coming in, we need also to think about this whole thing long term, and notice that if we have more and more people coming in and more clients coming in, we need to have a bigger strategy. We need a bigger business strategy, knowing how we will be moving things forward, how we will be building things on top of this on top of this offer. So let's say, for instance, we think of it like with a bicycle. So we have a bicycle, and if you just have like first gear, we've got people coming in. We're running on first gear. It's easy, especially if you're going downhill. Running your bike on first gear is really, really easy. You pretty much don't have to do anything. Your own weight will like kind of drive you downhill. But if things are going fast with your first gear, it is important to know, okay, how do I get up to second, third, fourth gear, and to build on that momentum. If you're going downhill fast in first gear, you can try pedaling stronger, but it actually will not be increasing your speed. So it's important to get smarter. And that's what what it's important with pillar number three, is to have the right strategy, to know how to have a smart strategy, how to create different levels around this, where we will be building more momentum, and noticing that, okay, maybe on my first gear I can only have so many products or so many clients coming in, because I'm maxed out maybe on time. So what can I do? What other opportunities and possibilities do I have? What strategies can I look at, where I can add new value, add new revenue, without trying to pedal stronger or faster on the bike. So instead of switching gears and finding what that might be in a business. So that's pillar number three, is to find and create the right business strategy, where we can kind of build on our core offer, and kind of switch gears and build on that momentum. When we have this, it is also important to know that usually we will be also having different offers for different stages of people getting to know us. I don't want to go into too deep now and today, but this is going to be happening, that we'll have different offers and different solutions that we'll be offering at a different time to existing customers. We'll probably have different things that we'll be offering them, and they'll be going up kind of like steps, where they'll be going up our value ladder, our different steps of products and services. Now the thing is, if we have all this in place, if we have our amazing way of attracting new clients, of marketing, if we have our amazing offer, and we've noticed, okay, we're going away from product and services to an amazing offer that speaks great volume of value, and we have our business strategies, what I've noticed is all this can always have a ceiling that we cannot exceed, and that is our mind, our motivation, our habits. So even if we have marketing, offer, and strategy in place, it is often not those things that are limiting us in the end, but it's actually our limiting beliefs, our way of seeing ourselves, or what we think we are actually capable of, or what we deserve. So the fourth pillar that is so important to be able to kind of scale all these things further and further is that we also scale the way we see ourselves, the way we are stay consistent and motivated. So the fourth pillar is very, very important and also vital, and that is our mindset, our motivation, our beliefs and habits. So those are the four pillars that any business needs, and because of those four different areas, that's why, or because I noticed that those are exactly those four areas that are needed for any business, I will be going deeper the following weeks into each of these pillars. I'll be diving into different marketing strategies. I'll be diving into different ways of creating amazing offers, different systems we need to look at, different business strategies. We'll be looking at different niches and different areas where we need to apply them. And we will also be looking at very important mindset issues, how we can train ourselves to always have an amazing positive mindset, and also to accept or to kind of like attract success and expect success and not failure. So those are the different areas we will be focusing on. And for now, for this video, I have the following action steps. Action steps are so important that when we've seen or learned something, that we go right ahead and not just have brain knowledge, but we get right into action steps and apply, or see how we can apply for ourselves. So the action steps I'd ask you to do is look at these four pillars and kind of give yourself a rating from 1 to 3 where you see yourself in these four pillars: and strategic marketing, offer creation, business strategy, and the whole area of mindset and motivation. 3 being an area, or if you give yourself the grade 3, it would be meaning you're giving yourself it's an area where you're still struggling, or where you have definitely an area where it can be improved. 2 would be okay. It would say it's okay, could be improved. And 1 meaning you have written out step-by-step strategy map you are following, and you keep on improving. So take time, look at these four pillars in your own business, and kind of analyze where you are at, because it's so important to have clarity where we are at in our current state, that we know what areas need to be improved. We don't need to focus on all areas. Usually it's important to start with the most important area that needs most improvement, start out there, and then move to the next. So the first important step is to know where you are at right now. So I encourage you to take the time, look at those four pillars, give yourself your grade, and get clarity on what steps need to be taken. And then take the next videos I'll be producing and kind of maybe fill in the gaps and move on from there. The next episode will be secret number 2. Today was secret number 1, the 4 pillars, and the next video will be secret number 2, to help you get your business lit. And it will be the 3-step process to achieve things that seem impossible or out of reach. I'm looking forward to see you there again, and until then, take care. God bless.